So I'm recently in a Facebook group called A Weird Place. It happens to be a bunch of fans of Malifaux and other weird miniature stuff. And I ran across Matt. And these guys are going to be running the Malifaux events at Nova. Do you want to tell us a little bit what Nova is and where it's at?
Well, the Nova Open is a big convention held in the DC area. It's 40K, fantasy, Affinity, X-Wing, and this little game called Malifaux, which is super awesome and we should all be playing. There's tons of other events going on. The main draw for most wargamers is the huge 40K game. We've got tons of tournaments there. But for our slice of the Nova, it's singles tournament, 50 soul stones. How many rounds again? 3 rounds for that. We've also got a doubles tournament as well too, similar to the Adepticon style. So 70 stones, 35 for each player. What we're really working on to kind of build the story element of Malifaux is we have our 2-round story encounter, which is about Nicodem and his final plan to take over Malifaux by raising all the zombies.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So we've got that idea, but in our scenario, the Grave Spirit has taken over Malifaux's, Nicodem's plan rather, and so things are going awry, and you know what kind of chaos is going to erupt on the tabletop. But the players will determine who wins, Nicodem or the Governor.
Now, location-wise, where is it going to be?
Well, it's in the DC area. It's Crystal City, Virginia, which is right out of DC, right near Dulles. So if you're a local player, it's great. The hotel's right there. But if you're an international or interstate player, come out, hit Dulles, get a shuttle right to the hotel, and you're there.
Date-wise?
It's the end of August.
End of August? You haven't got like a set date, or is it just the last weekend?
Last weekend of August.
Okay.
Starting on Thursday.
Okay. So it's gonna be all weekend of Malifaux again.
It's 4 days of Malifaux.
Have you guys previously done Malifaux at Nova as well last year, or is this the first year?
This is the technical first year.
It's the first year for us.
Yeah.
So what's expectancies that you guys have, or wish to have to see?
We'd like to have a full 50-plus round tournament for the first one. I know that's pie in the sky, but I mean, we'd love to see that. We have room for it, and
we've got 26 technically. We have 25 main tables set up. Each one is a different theme, so there's 5 boards to correlate with each theme, and then we have our special little 6th table, courtesy of Tectonic Crafts, which is going to be our big city board, where the last round of the 2 highest people for the singles tournament are actually going to compete on that.
Okay.
We're looking to have very crisp theming between the rows, basically. So tundra, badlands.
So all the 5s will be connected, and another 5 will be connected.
It'll be like a miniature movie set.
That sounds really good. Now you guys are ready with 25 tables. That means you are hoping to have 50 pairing.
We have room for it. Please come.
Also, addendum. It's 4 rounds on one day, and then the last round is played on another day for both the singles and the doubles tournament.
Make up.
And we mostly did that just to break it up, because no one wants us to be standing in front of the table from 9 to 9 for an entire day. So we broke it up.
That's good.
And the hotel bar is really good as well too. So that's another selling point.
Now, is this your first Adepticon?
Oh no, I've been coming here for 5 years now at this point.
What about you, Matt?
This is my first Adepticon.
Now, I guess senior and freshman. Can you compare the difference? Okay, what have you seen and what have you seen improve in the Malifaux room? And for you, for the first time going into Adepticon, seeing the Malifaux room, how did you feel about it? So let's start with you first.
Well, I've been a 40K player for the longest time, and of course, the 40K here at Adepticon really can't be compared. Though I think that Nova comes a very close second in that regard, and that emphasis they have in terrain and having really good competitive scoring and setups really translates to all of their games. There's a lot of thought been put into our terrain setup and for all of our systems. And I think that Mike Brandt, who's the guy in charge, and who many people come to know but know, really goes all out for that. So I think we'll have a really good comparison between the two.
Okay. And from your point of view, first timer, what do you think of it? Just not only, I guess, the Malifaux room, but the whole con itself.
The whole con itself has been phenomenal. I've done 4 classes here now. They have wonderful teachers for all their classes. I mean, the Crystal Brush winners, Golden Demon, Slayer Sword, like all of those people. I actually got a sculpting class from the guy who does the sculpts for Hassle-Free Miniatures.
Yeah, they've got some pretty good models.
As far as Malifaux goes, I've been in Malifaux since the beginning of Malifaux. So I'm a little bit, I guess, spoiled because I've done Gen Con where Weird is actually there and Weird pulls out all the stops for it, but Adepticon so far of all the other non-Weird sponsored has been just phenomenal. I love all the boards that are in there. I really hope that we can live up and this gives us something to aspire.
Like a benchmark.
Yeah. We want to, may one up a little bit, but we don't want to say that, but yeah.
Now, is it safe for me to say that Adepticon is more of a playing con, while Gen Con is more like, oh, what's the new release con?
That's tough because I don't focus exclusively on Malifaux at Gen Con. I do a lot of role playing as well too, and play other games, board games until my face falls off. So it's kind of hard to say that for the Malifaux competitive.
But Fantasy Flight Games also usually release stuff at Gen Con.
I am very motivated by the Nightmare releases, by the special releases as well too. Here I come to play until my face falls off, and I play usually one system.
Okay.
So.
It's cool. And again, Nova is going to be end of August, the last weekend of August.
Yes.
It's going to be in the DC area of Virginia.
Yes.
And these guys are going to be running it. So, and oh, sorry, before we forget, we always have to remember some of the, I guess, selling points or the price points. I mean, the prizes. You guys got.
We have a huge list of sponsors we are working exclusively with. I don't think anyone will be disappointed by the prize pool that we have.
Whoa, that's a big claim, especially at Adepticon. So
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the prizes you see.
Thank you guys, and good luck running the tournament. I hope whoever's watching this, if you go to Nova, you're probably gonna have fun. Thank you guys.
Have a good one.